is a subject that needs study. I found particularly in beginning students, they have no concept of vibrato and they play with a very straight tone. Vibrato is the element of playing that adds warmth to your music, it adds character, and it should have a vocal quality. In other words, eventually it should be part of your sound, part of your tone. At first, though, you have to do some very physically mechanical kind of things to get it going. And it's often talked about using the wah, 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 wah. But I found before you do that, just as we talked about with the mouthpiece, you need to learn to slur the tone or to bend the tone. Until it becomes a vibrato. A vibrato is a pulsation of the tone. It has to do with changing the pitch, but you still have to maintain a pitch center around that pulsation, so it takes the control. But I think the way of getting there is by learning to bend those tones. You can practice it by starting it slowly at 4 pulsations to the measure, trying to speed it up to 6 pulsations to the measure, and get that until you have some control over that. But then it takes real musical understanding of how to apply vibrato, using the terminal vibrato, as say maybe Lester Young showed everybody how to do, where you just use the vibrato to make the note swing. That's where you hold the note straight for a second, and then you add that little vibrato, which is generally in tempo and pulsates with the music. And that helps, again, vocalize the tone, make it more musical and more natural. And I think the best way to get a concept is just to listen very critically to all the great saxophonists and understand how they used vibrato. If you listen to Johnny Hodges, for instance, he combined vibrato with note bending that was just quite beautiful. Which is where you actually start under the pitch and you control it by bringing it up, as opposed to what we call a hot dog, which is where you go, blah. We're trying to avoid those.